Hey friends, Steve Guttenberg here. This is the Audiophiliac Daily Show. And today it's about snake oil. But the people, the audiophiles, I guess you still consider yourself audiophiles, but the people, whether you're an audiophile or not, the people who don't believe in the snake oil BS, right? You can't be fooled. You are not fooled. You never bought a cable. You never bought a line conditioner. You don't read Stereophile of the Absolute Sound. Audio is an appliance. You just buy something that works, you hook it up, you play your tunes, and you're done. That's something to be admired. You're spending your money more wisely on other things, right? You're not buying, $100 interconnect cables or $1,000 interconnects. Not for you. You don't even buy connector cleaners or anything. You don't buy power conditioners or any of that stuff, right? You're too smart for that. You are way ahead of the curve of the audiophile community of us. You guys are in your own camp. You got your system and you are done. You're not reading the magazine trying to find what you're going to get next, or watching YouTube videos or websites trying to find out, should I get a better... No, not an issue for you. And that's very, very cool. But on the other hand, and think of all the money you've saved by not buying all these great, expensive turntables or cartridges and interconnect cables and high-end amplifiers or tubes. You guys definitely aren't interested in tubes. That's like a snake pit of the highest order. Who would buy a tube? We got to constantly be buying new tubes. Maybe the tubes are wearing out. Makes you neurotic, if you weren't already worrying about your tubes. Are they biased correctly? It's crazy. Just buy a topping amplifier for $79. You couldn't pass a blind test between the topping amplifier and a Krell or a Mark Levinson or whatever. They're all the same. Who cares, right? Now, of course, yes, I'm joking around, but in a way, I kind of mean it. Like, each to their own. I don't really care what you listen to. I know what I listen to, and I tell people what I think is good sounding stuff. But, if you don't believe it, that's cool. But the thing that I think is fascinating about the non-believers, the cable deniers, so to speak, cable deniers, is that you keep coming back. You keep coming back here. You're done, right? You don't care about upgrading or anything. You don't need to. Everything is fine. But you keep coming back to the Audiophiliac Daily Show. Obviously, I read the comments. I don't always have time to respond, but you keep coming back again and again and again to leave comments about something that you see as snake oil. But the fact is, the beauty of it is, for me especially, because I work for clicks and views, right, is that you keep coming back for more, which I have to see that as that you are a very open-minded people. Because even though you completely disagree with so many of the things that I say and products that I review, you see a review of something that looks expensive and you're right there. You're clicking on it because I guess you're interested. Maybe you can't even face that yourself, but you are very open-minded because you are watching my videos and presumably others about things that you think are total BS. Now, I would say, for me personally, in my life on YouTube and elsewhere, I don't go to channels where I don't believe in things that they're talking about. I'm not interested all that much, so I don't go there. But you people are special because you keep coming back and, speaking your mind and your voice, and as long as it's civil, I welcome all comments. So as long as you keep it civil, you can talk about how stupid people are, about, well, that wouldn't be terribly civil, but how you disagree with people who buy expensive things and you think they're utterly wasting their money. And that's the other thing. You people have probably a lot of disposable income because you haven't been sucked into the whole snake oil thing and bought all this expensive stuff, right? So you're living well. You have a very, very modest system and you're done. That's pretty cool. So, thank you. As I always say, thank you for being here, and a special thank you to all the cable deniers and blind test fiends and all of that. I think you guys are amazing. So thank you for being here. Thank you for your patronage, I guess. Well, actually, maybe some of you are even part of my Patreon. I'll get to that in just a second. But in any case, thank you. That's the message for today. I haven't said thank you to you guys I haven't given you a shout out. The cable deniers and the snake oil ranters and stuff. I haven't cited you. I haven't given you a shout out. And now I have. So I got that off my chest, so to speak. My name is Steve Guttenberg. This is the Audiophiliac Daily Show. Thank you so much for being here. If you want to give me a thumbs up, I'd really appreciate it. I hear that that's somehow important to the YouTube algorithm, and I do work for the YouTube algorithm. That's my gig. I'm here to please the algorithm more than anything. That's what I'm here to do. Yeah, no, I'm joking. But so while you're here, you could check out the playlist for amplifier reviews. If you think amplifiers sound different, you might be interested in watching some of those. And electronics reviews, which again, if you think they might sound different, you want to look at those. Speakers, well, speakers definitely sound different. But they may be too expensive and count as snake oil, so you might want to read some speaker reviews. Of course, I review a lot of very, very affordable speakers. I think as low as $50 for the Dayton Audio B652 Airs, $50 a pair. They're definitely not snake oil, right? Because they're so cheap, they don't rate as snake oil, right? And the Leap High amplifier, don't forget the Leap High, it's $25. It probably sounds exactly the same as a $10,000 monstrosity, right? Because you wouldn't be able to tell the difference in a blind test. So but you get the point. Anyway, you can follow me on Twitter if you want more of this. You can follow me on Twitter at Audiophiliac Man, on Instagram at steve.guttenberg, best of all by far, and definitely not snake oil, is the Patreon, which can be found at patreon.com/audiophiliac. If you couldn't write that down fast enough, check the link directly below. It's there by popular demand. I do listen to you people. So you said, Steve, why don't you put a link in there for the Patreon? Okay, I got the message loud and clear. It's there now. For you guys, because I love you guys, right? You're here. Cable deniers, snake oil skeptics, bona fide audiophiles who buy $1,000 interconnect cables and expensive tube amplifiers and insanely expensive speakers and all kinds. We're all together here. It's a community. We have diversity of the highest order, worldwide. I'm big in Lithuania, in case you forgot. This guy came up to me who was Lithuanian. He said, Steve, you're really big in Lithuania. And then I heard I'm big in Finland and Denmark and Ireland, and of course Canada and Mexico. It's a worldwide phenomenon, this Audiophiliac Daily Show thing is. So to everyone, to all audiophiles of planet Earth, thank you so much for being here. And that's it. My work here is at last complete. Thank you for being here, and I hope to see you back here again very, very soon.